Hi, I'm Firefighter Celeste Jones, and I work for York Area United Fire and Rescue. And today I'm going to read you a story, Sparky the Fire Dog. It's written by Don Hoffman and illustrated by Todd Dakins. Sparky the Fire Dog. Welcome to Fire Station number 5, everyone. My name is Sparky. I'm the good-looking fire dog sitting down in front. Dogs like me that have white fur with black spots are called Dalmatians. I'm an important member of the fire station team. I help wash and wax the fire truck and straighten the hoses. I love the fire station, but I didn't always live here. I used to live outside a schoolyard. Every day a nice girl fed me pieces of her peanut butter and jelly sandwich. One day, I followed the girl home from school. Suddenly, I smelled smoke. Her house was on fire. I ran all the way to the fire station to tell the firefighters. The firefighters put on their gear and went to work putting out the fire. The little girl and her family were saved. I was a hero. The firefighters took me back to the fire station and made me part of their team. When the fire alarm sounds, we all jump into the truck. I sit up front next to the captain. At night, I dream that I'm a superhero. Sparky the Fire Dog. Look, it's Sparky the Fire Dog, Roger Rhino cries, pointing to the sky. I must land quickly and inspect those homes. There's no time to lose. Safety first. Hi, Sparky, says Ellie Elephant. What are you doing here? Do you want to play frisbee with us? Asks Iggy Iguana. I'm looking for fire dangers, and I need some junior inspectors to help me. We'll help, Roger, Ellie, and Iggy shout. Roger knocks at Mrs. Sheep's front door. Hello, I'm out back, a voice calls. It's Sparky and the junior inspectors. We're here to inspect your smoke alarms. Mrs. Sheep lets us in, and I change the batteries in her smoke alarm. It's important to test the batteries every month to make sure it's working. Mrs. Sheep thanks us and gives us the mittens she's been knitting as a reward for our help. Our next stop is Mr. Alligator's house. Go away, I'm sleeping, Mr. Alligator shouts when we knock. But we smell smoke, and it's coming from inside your house. Mr. Alligator opens the door, and I see a fire in the fireplace and a plugged-in space heater. It's dangerous to sleep with a fire going, I tell him, and you should make sure your space heaters are far away from the curtains and furniture. Thanks, Sparky, Mr. Alligator says. I'll remember that next time. Mrs. Flamingo is in her front yard next door. Hello, Mrs. Flamingo, I said. Is that a candle I see burning in your house? Oh, yes, I love the smell of candles. Did you know that candles can tip over and start fires? They're nice when you're around, but it's safer to blow them out when you can't pay attention to them. I never thought of that, says Mrs. Flamingo. Thanks for the tip, Sparky. I'll be more careful. Next, Ellie brings the junior fire inspectors to her home. Ellie tells me you have an escape plan in case of a fire, I say to Mrs. Elephant. Mrs. Elephant nods and shows us the plan. We have a meeting place across the street in the park. We have family fire drills too, so the children will know how to get out of the house in case there's a fire. Good job, I tell her. And remember, when a smoke alarm sounds, get outside and stay outside until the fire department says it's safe. I'll remember that, Sparky. After all, elephants never forget. The Tiger family lives at the next house. Hi, Mrs. Tiger. I'm Sparky the Fire Dog. I see you have twins. They must keep you busy. They sure do, especially when I'm cooking, Mrs. Tiger says. We can help with that. The junior inspectors measure out a safety zone around the stove, a 3-foot kid-free zone around the stove, and anything that gets hot will help keep your little tiger safe, I say. Thanks for all the help, Sparky. Something smells yummy at Mrs. Yak's house. Come in, I'm making Blackberry Jam, Mrs. Yak calls. Be careful, junior inspectors, I caution. This pot is very hot. It's a good thing the handle is turned away from the edge of the stove. Do you see any fire dangers here? I ask the junior inspectors. Mrs. Jack is talking on the phone while she's stirring the jam, Roger says. That's right. Jam, anyone? Offers Mrs. Jack. Our next stop is the Fox house. We're making changes in our bedroom, Grandma Fox tells us. Come in and see. It's very woodsy, I say. I see you have two ways out, the door and the window. Yes, you never know when you might have to get out of the den quickly. That's very sly of you, Grandma Fox. I want you to meet my grandpa, Iggy says, pulling all of us along to his house. When we get inside, I see that Mr. Iguana had left matches and a lighter on the table. You should keep matches and lighters up high in a locked cabinet, out of the reach of children, I tell Mr. Iguana. And junior inspectors, if you find matches or a lighter, tell a grown-up. I want to be a firefighter just like you when I grow up, Iggy says. Our next stop is Roger's house. Hi, Mrs. Rhinoceros. I'm here to ask you a few questions about fire safety. Do you know who to call if there's an emergency? That's easy. The fire department. Do you know the number, I ask? I know, exclaims Roger. It's 911. Good for you, Roger. You got it right. Thanks for stopping by, Sparky. Mrs. Rhinoceros replies. Come back and see us anytime. I smell barbecue, I say as we continue down the street. Yes, I'm grilling my famous fish burger, says Mr. Seal. It looks like the little seals are playing too close to your grill. They could get hurt, and remember, never use the barbecue grill indoors. Right on, Mr. Seal shouts. Fish burgers for everyone. When we finish our burgers, we move on to the next house. Mrs. Turkey answers the door. Hi, my name is Sparky the Fire Dog. I noticed that you don't have a number on your house. It's important for firefighters to be able to see your house number from the street. That way, they can find your house quickly in case of an emergency. Thanks, Sparky. We'll fix it right away. Come on, junior fire inspectors. It's time to go. I think I hear an alarm. I wake up with a start. The fire alarm is ringing. I jump into the fire truck, right next to the captain, and the truck races to a fire. I love being a fire dog. The end.